What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Imani Dannielle, better known as Big Mother. Today we are back with another video, girl. Before we get to it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure that you check me out on Instagram at Big Mother Official. It's going to be linked in the description box down below. We're going to be talking about some social media, Instagram, business, tips, advice, all in that little category. I did a question thing, whatever it's called, the question thing that you do on Insta story. I did that last night on Insta story, and one of the questions I got was for me to give someone business advice. And I went on about a few business tips that I had with like consistency, hashtags, and stuff like that. But after I posted that, a bunch of people were sending me DMs asking me to explain further because they didn't really understand, asking me to go more into depth, asking me to give additional tips and things. So I said, okay, we're gonna do a video. So that's what we're gonna do today. So yeah, we're not gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right into it because it's gonna be a lot of explaining. And yeah, girl, so if you see me looking down, it's just because I am looking down at some things that I wrote down, that way I don't forget nothing. And yeah, we're gonna talk about Instagram itself, tips that I have for Instagram, tips that I use to grow my Instagram, and things that I have learned over time. So I have been on Instagram now for about 3 years, 2.5, 3 years, somewhere in there. The first time I did a video like this, I was at about 50K, and I did the video of how to gain 50K followers within like 6 months, because I literally went from 0 to like 50K followers in a short amount of time. But now it's been about 2 years since I did that video, 1.5 years, 2 years, somewhere in there since I did that video. And things, of course, have changed on Instagram. Instagram's algorithm changes all the time. So things have changed, things have updated. And not only that, I'm now at over 100K versus the 50K before. So I have learned new things when it comes to Instagram, and we're gonna go into depth with that, because Instagram is a platform that can be used not just for personal, but for business, branding, a whole lot of things Instagram can be used for. So these tips will not only help you on Instagram, but it'll help you on Facebook, it'll help you on Twitter, whatever the social media that you use, it can help you on. So let's just get into it. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is your profile in general. So the first thing that I look at when I go to somebody's page is their profile picture. If you don't have a profile picture at all, or if your profile picture is of your shoes and your page ain't about shoes, if your profile picture is about, I don't even know, some mountains, and you ain't got nothing about no mountains on your page, you ain't no mountain climber, I'm not finna follow you. Your profile picture should literally symbolize you. It should symbolize your page. It should match what your page is about. My profile picture is a picture of me from a shoot I did a few months ago, a butterfly shoot. That's my profile picture. That profile picture explains my page. I take pictures, I model. That's what I do. So my profile picture explains just that. So you want to make sure that your profile picture is literally matching your content that's going to be on your page. The next thing that we need to talk about that's very important is your name, your Instagram name. So your Instagram name should also match what your content is about. Simple. If you have a business, your Instagram name should be your business. So if your business is Cakes for All, then your Instagram name should be Cakes for All. It shouldn't be Little Tony down the road if you're selling cakes, and that's not your business name. So you want to make sure that your Instagram name literally matches your page. So this is what people do in Georgia, stupid shit like that. But you want to make sure that your profile picture or your profile name literally matches you. It matches your content, it matches your business, whatever. So the next thing we're going to talk about is your bio. Now, your bio is literally a shortened down autobiography, biography, whatever you want to call it, of your page. That's what it should be about. You don't need to have everybody that's been passed away that's close to you in your bio. You don't need to have rest in peace Chase, rest in peace Greg, rest in peace Martin, rest in peace Dad, rest in peace Grandma, rest in peace Mom, rest in peace Leonard, rest in peace Charlie, rest in peace Sarah, rest in peace Kayla, all in your bio. What? If I go to your page and I see that, automatic unfollow. I'm not finna do it with you. I'm not even finna go there with you, boo-boo. Your bio should literally be a shortened down, sweet version of what your page is about. If you look at my page on Instagram, and I'll try to put a picture up. If you look at my page on Instagram, my bio list my location. And the reason I list my location is because, like I said, I have businesses and I model. So when somebody comes to my page, it's very important for them to know my location. Very, very important for them to know my location. Now, I'm not saying that you got to go in there and put, oh, my location is 12345 John Hill Boulevard, Atlanta, Georgia, yada, yada, yada. You ain't got to put your full blown out address on there. But put your city. Put your city. I live 30 minutes outside of Atlanta. So my city says Atlanta, Georgia. If you live in LA, put LA. That way people know where you're located at. If you live in North Carolina, put North Carolina. That way people know where you're located at. So once you decide what your page is about, once you decide what your content is going to be about, if you're going to model, if you're going to do whatever, if you're going to accept bookings, if you have a business, you need to make sure that you put your location so people understand where you're located at. I go to a lot of business pages and I don't have a clue where they're located at. Especially when it comes to, now I can understand if you're not like, if you're strictly online, that's a little different. But if you're like a restaurant and stuff like that, or you bake cakes, where are you located at? How do I know if you're in my city if you don't have that in your bio? How do I know where you're at to order from you? You know what I'm saying? So your location, putting your location in your bio is very, very important. Also in my bio, I have that I'm a model. I have that I do makeup. And I also tag my makeup page with it. That way when you come to my page, you read my bio, you see MUA, the page is right beside it. That way you can go to that page and check that content out as well and decide if you want to book makeup services. I have that I'm an entrepreneur and I have my other business linked with that as well. That way you can go to that page and check that page out too and come to my events. I also have I'm a poodle mama because I am a poodle mama. That is a business that I co-run with my business partner. I have that page linked right beside it too. That way, if you want to book my poodles for photography services, you can book my poodles for photography services. So my bio is short and sweet. It tells you the things that I do, and that's it. That's all it needs to be about. It's not that hard, but you don't have to have all this other stuff that's not associated with your page in your bio. Now, I'm not saying that people that's passed away in your life are not important, because they definitely are important. But Instagram is a business. It's a business. You need to make sure that if you're running Instagram on a business level, that you're taking that business part very seriously. So make sure your bio is good to go. So the next thing that we need to talk about is your highlights. Now, I used to didn't really care too much for highlights because I was just like, what's the point? You know, why do I need highlights for? But highlights are super important, and I'm gonna explain why. So highlights are things that you have done in your story, of course, that you can save. So Instagram has the archives where you can archive your stories and stuff like that too, which is perfectly cool too. But with the highlights literally highlight important things that people can see automatically. So let's say, for instance, let's go back to the cleaning business. So let's say, for instance, you have your cleaning business and you vacuum, and keep up with me, pay attention. You vacuum, you fold clothes, you clean carpets, and you clean bathrooms. Let's just say that. Those are the four services that you offer. You can have tabs on your highlights for vacuuming. You can have a tab for laundry. You can have a tab for carpet cleaning. And you can have a tab for cleaning bathrooms. And the things that you're posting on your story. So if you're flashing on your story, posting a video on your story of this nice ass bathroom, or before and after that you just clean, that can go to your bathroom highlight. If you're posting a story of you vacuuming the floor and how good you done got that shit lined up, and it's lines in on the carpet because you didn't really, vacuum that thing good, that can go on your on your highlight cup, on your highlight tab for vacuuming. You can also have a client review section on your highlights. So you don't have to post all these client reviews on your page. You can simply have a highlight tab that says client reviews, and all these reviews from your clients can be in that tab. This is important because you might have 30 followers today that see your story. But a year from now, you might have 50K followers that ain't gonna see that same story a year ago. So they can go straight to that tab and say, well, okay, I've been looking for somebody to clean my house right. I've been looking for somebody that can vacuum my floors good. Oh, they have a highlight for vacuuming. Let me go check them out. Oh, client reviews. Let me go check them out. And this thing is important too, because I like highlight covers specifically because you can post on your page too. Let's say you post on your page that all this stuff you vacuum it. You can definitely do that too without a problem. But this categorizes everything for you. It categorizes so you don't have to go 10 rows down to see you vacuuming the floor. You don't have to go 50 posts ago to see a client review. This is literally categorizing everything for you, you know. So I have a category for everything that I offer. I'm pretty sure on my highlight thing. I know I have a makeup one. I have a review because I do brand reviews on my story. I have that, a brand review tab. I have an inspo tab. I have a behind the scenes tab, and it categorizes everything for you. So highlights are very important. Also, your highlight covers are important. I don't want to see a highlight cover of a mother freaking piece of bread if it's for you for vacuuming. I don't want to see a highlight cover of your dog if the highlight is about you cleaning the bathroom. Like, your highlight covers are important too. You can put some simple words on there. You could put a logo on there of a vacuum cleaner. You could put a logo on there of some sparkles from you cleaning a bathroom. You know, it doesn't have to be all played out. It's not that hard. You know, it's a lot of things that you can do. Also, if you need graphics and highlight covers made, shoot me a DM on Instagram or send me an email and I can get you some made without a problem. I do graphics, so yeah, girl. If you need something done, let me know. But your highlight covers are important because, like I said, it categorizes the things that you do and the services that you offer into one thing. So if I want to check out your client reviews, I can go straight there and just, okay. Oh yeah, they said she does a good job. Oh yeah, this brand is on top of it. They got 100 client reviews just under here. Let me book them. So make sure that your highlights are done, and make sure that you're starting, if you haven't already started to build them, that you're starting to build them. And you can even go back, like if you have your archives turned on your story and you haven't already done them, you can go through your archives and add them to your highlights now. It's just gonna take some time, but you can go through your archives, find different things. If you see something, let's say you have the cleaning business and you have highlights of you vacuuming the floor, you can go straight there to your archives and put that into your highlight and start to build your highlights up. So highlights are important. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is content. Now, content is very important. You don't want to have an Instagram page that has no content on it. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have a business, your Instagram should be full of content for days. If you're running a business on a daily basis, there is no reason why you should not be capturing content. Absolutely no reason why you should not be capturing some type of content that can be posted on your story or on your page. So content is very important. Also, the way that you post is important. Now, on my personal page, like I said, I do multiple things, so I don't keep up with a theme specifically on my Instagram, my personal Instagram page. When it comes to my business pages, they're in themes. So my poodles page is posted into threes. What I mean by threes is that Instagram, when they show your content, they show it in a row of threes. So if I'm posting my pink poodle, is going to be a row of three of content for her for pink, from either a photo shoot or 3 videos from her. If I'm posting my black poodle, same thing. If I'm posting a white poodle, same thing. It's all into threes. So my business page too, that page, my Big Mother's House page, it's all posted into threes. So if I'm posting 3 things from the pink house, it's 3 group pictures from the pink house. If I'm posting 3 things from whatever, it's going to be 3 things from that specific category. So business pages, I feel like, should definitely be some type of themed out. Now, I'm not saying that you have to use the threes, because if you go to Pinterest, if you go to Google and just type in Instagram themes, there are tons of different themes that you can use. So it's just important for you to find the thing that's going to work for you. And when you find that thing that works for you, you know, you start planning your content out. So your content and the way that you post the content is very important. Let's also talk about quality too. Quality is very important. I'm just gonna say for me, when I start taking Instagram serious, one thing I did was make sure that quality was up to par. Now, my quality has not always been the best. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's not always been the best. I have always not had professional pictures taken of me. Sometimes I had to take my own pictures. Sometimes I had my sister take my pictures. My quality has not always been the best. And as far as it goes, if you can afford great quality, you should definitely have great quality. If you can't afford great quality, then you definitely need to work towards getting great quality, because quality is that. One thing I can't stand is Android videos, Android pictures. It's a no for me. And I don't know why, but everybody who has Androids think that Androids take the absolute best mother freaking videos, and they just don't. The best pictures, and they just don't. They just don't. I don't know if it looks different for them. If they send, like if I had an Android and you had an Android and we send a video to each other, if the video looks good on our end, but baby, I can't stand Android quality content, period. Like, period. I can't do it. I just cannot do it. So quality is key. You want to make sure that you have great quality, period. You just need to have quality, period. Period, sis. So let's talk about hashtags. Hashtags is what I was getting into on my story that a lot of people wanted me to go further into debt with, and I am going to go as far into debt as possible that I know when it comes to hashtags. Hashtags is literally what helped me the most when it came to building my content. The good thing about hashtags is that hashtags put your post in front of people that you would never think it would, if that makes sense. So let's say that you have 100 people that follow you, for instance, and you use hashtags, and tomorrow you might have 150, the next day 200, whatever. But the good thing about the hashtags to me is that it puts your posts in categories that, how can I explain this? The hashtags put your posts in front of people who don't follow you. That's what I'm trying to say. Girl, what the fuck? It puts your posts in front of people who don't already follow you. That is exactly what I was trying to say. Shit. But no, it puts your posts in front of people who don't already follow you. So you might have 100 people who follow you, but when you use those hashtags, 100 other people who don't follow you are going to see it. You know what I'm saying? And this is where consistency comes in with using hashtags. And you have to be careful, because Instagram has this thing where if you use too many of the consistent hashtags too much, they consider it spam, you know. But if I'm using, let's say the hashtag, one of the main hashtags I use is plus size, because I'm plus size. So if I'm using plus size today, and plus size 2 days from now, and plus size 2 more days from now, that's 3 posts under the plus size category in 1 week that I have put. You know what I'm saying? So you're putting your post in front of people that don't already follow your content, that don't even know you exist. So that is the main importance of using hashtags. Now, when it comes to using hashtags, there are a few rules that a lot of people don't know about. And I'm going to talk to y'all. I'm going to tell y'all right now. So, number 1 is that you can use maximum 30 hashtags per post. 30 hashtags per post is what you can use. Now, I would not recommend that you use that many. Like I said, Instagram considers shit spam when you use a lot of fucking hashtags. So, I would recommend that you use anywhere from 10 to 20. In that middle range. So, 15, 12, something like that. But I would never recommend that you use 30 hashtags. Never recommend that. Also, one of the tips that I will also have is that you want to make sure that you're using hashtags that go with your post. Okay? So if you're posting, let's say I got this Wendy's cut right here, right? And I'm posting a picture like this, I'm posting a picture like that, right? And I put that picture on my Instagram. Now I would never put that picture on my Instagram, but I put that picture on my Instagram. I would not post plus size. Reason being is because you can't see that I'm plus size. This is what I'm talking about when I say use the correct hashtags. If I'm posting a selfie like that, you cannot see that I'm plus size. So I would not use plus size on that post. You can't see that I am thick. You can't see that. So I'm not going to use thick in that post. You can't see that I got thighs. So I'm not going to post anything about thighs on the hashtags. Now, something that I would post is selfie, Wendy's, because it's a Wendy's cut, Black Girl Magic, stuff like that. Something that refers to the post is what I should. Like, a lot of people think, well, why do you say that? If I'm taking a selfie like that and I'm posting a picture and I use the hashtag plus size, for instance, would that it still would get to the audience, right? Yes, it still would get to that audience, but they're not gonna like the post. They're not gonna like the post. If I post a picture of me, hashtag plus size, and it goes to the plus size hashtag, when the plus size people see it, they be like, well, she's not plus size. You know, unless they go to your page and they dig deep, like, she not plus size, you know. And a lot of times people ain't gonna do all that. They're not finna go scroll on your page and say, oh, right here she's plus size. They're not finna do all that. So you should always use posts that refer to that type of picture, period. Like, you should always use posts that, or hashtags, I'm sorry, that refer to the post that you're making. Always. Next thing I want to talk about is Bandit hashtags. So this is something that I had no clue about. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I had no clue about Bandit hashtags until one time I was watching a video on YouTube from this other girl, and she was saying Bandit hashtags, and I was like, Bandit hashtags, girl, what's that? So Bandit hashtags is something that happened this year in 2020. Excuse me. And Instagram decided to ban a lot of hashtags because of the content that was being posted underneath them. So a few bandit hashtags that I was using personally was hashtag curvy, hashtag curvy model, hashtag curvy something. I used to use curvy like hell. And after I watched her video and I looked up the hashtag, like the bandit hashtags, I was very surprised. Like, I was very shocked because, number one, there was like hundreds of hashtags that was banded, and I was like, no flipping way. Like, hundreds of hashtags that was banded. And the crazy part about it is, it's like, you would think Instagram would just not even allow you to type it in if it's banded. You would think that they would, if you typed it in, like, it wouldn't even be available for you to be there. Or you would think that they would let you know with something, you know, oh, hashtag banded, not available, whatever. No, ma'am. They don't do it. The only way that you know from Instagram that a hashtag has been banded is if you search the hashtag yourself. And if you search the hashtag yourself, then it'll pop up like this message. So, like, let's say, for instance, and I'm gonna see if I can put like a side by side or something, but you type in hashtag curvy. If you type in hashtags that are not banded, when you click and go to that hashtag, it's gonna pop up content. So you'll see content. But if the hashtag has been banded and you type in, let's say, hashtag curvy, it's not going to show you any content underneath that hashtag because it's been banded. So it's pointless to use the hashtag because you're not gonna, nobody's going to see your content. It's pointless, boo-boo. But the crazy part about it is if you use the hashtag repeatedly, like if you're constantly using a hashtag that Instagram has banned, they will shadow ban you. They will shadow ban you. And if you don't know what shadow ban is, shadow ban means none of your content pops up under hashtags. None of them. If the hashtag is banned or not, your content will not pop up under that hashtag. You don't want that to happen. It's happened to me before, and it's not fun at all. So you want to make sure whatever hashtags you're using on your post is hashtags that are not banded, hashtags that you can actually use, hashtags that are available. Like, you want to make sure you do your research for real. So yeah. The last tip I'm going to give you when it comes to hashtags is how to use them appropriately when posting. So there's 2 ways that you can use hashtags. You can use them in the actual caption, which is what I do. I see a lot of bigger pages, influencers and stuff. They usually put their hashtags in the comment section. I've never tried that, so I don't know exactly how that works. But they usually put theirs in the comment section because they don't be wanting the hashtags to be in a post. But either one of those, I guess, works. I know the one for me works when you put it in the caption. I'm not sure about the second option because I've never tried it. But one thing I can tell you is that you never, ever, ever want to make a post without no hashtags. Because, and then let's say that you forgot and go back and edit the post and put the hashtags in. And I'm going to tell you why. It messes your engagement up. It messes your engagement up. So first of all, when it comes to engagement, let's get there first. When it comes to engagement, you want to have the highest engagement within the first hour of making a post. And the reason being is because if you don't have high engagement within that first hour, when it comes to putting your posts on people's timelines, they're not going to put you at the top of the timeline. If you have high engagement in the first hour of the post, your engagement will be high, and it makes your engagement higher, and it makes Instagram know that, okay, people are fucking with this post, so let me put it at the top of someone's timeline because people are really messing with this post. You never post and then go back and add the hashtags, ever. You never want to do that. You also never ever want to copy and paste hashtags. And the reason being is because when you're copying and pasting the hashtags, you're not specifically going in and clicking that one specific hashtag. You're just copying and pasting it. So your post is not going to those hashtags if you're not clicking them. Understand what I'm saying? You do? Okay, good. The higher your engagement is within the first hour of your post is better for you. So you guys hear me all the time say respond to comments, respond to comments, respond to comments. The reason being is because it helps with your engagement. When you're responding to comments, it helps with your engagement. Anything that you do to a post within that hour, it helps. It either it's going to help you or not help you with your engagement. So when I post a picture within the first hour, if you're around me, then you know I'm like on my phone that whole first hour, because I'm making sure that anybody who comments, I'm responding to. Anybody who comments, I'm liking. Anybody who does anything within that first hour of my post, I'm really commenting to them. I try to comment to everybody, but anybody who really does it within the first hour, I'm commenting to them because I want my engagement to be high. Let's talk about 2 more things, which is collabing and then spending money. So when it comes to collabs are a good thing to do. You just have to make sure that you're doing the right collabs. You don't want to collab with somebody that has nothing to do with your brand, period. I'm not going to collab with the exercise company if I don't exercise. I'm not going to do it. So you want to make sure whatever you're collabing with, it's going to benefit you. And the reason I'm saying that is because, let's say for instance, I went out and I collab with an exercise brand and I don't work out. My main audience is plus size people. They're not going to pay no attention to that post, period. So what did that do for me? It did nothing. So you want to make sure that whoever you're collabing with, whatever brand you're collabing with, whatever, it helps your engagement, it helps your brand, it helps your page, it helps you, period. So that's what I gotta say about networking. But I do believe, or collabing, I'm sorry, that I do believe in collaborations. I've collabed with people before, but you gotta make sure that it benefits you, period. So the last thing I want to talk about is, oh no, I'm sorry, I got 2 more things. Sorry. The next thing I want to talk about is interactions, posting times, and all of that. So a lot of people don't know this, but you have to make sure that you are posting when your people are on there. Now, if you have a business page, if you go to the what's it called? The interaction tab. I don't know. They switched so many things around now, but you know, the tab where it shows you like where most of your followers is from, your interactions, your engagement percent, all of that. It's gonna show you the time of day that you should be posting every day of the week. Every day. It's gonna tell you when your follower list is the most active. It is very important to pay attention to that, and very important to be posting when your followers are active. I'm not gonna make a post at 1 o'clock in the morning if I know nobody's gonna see the post, because it messes with your engagement. Like, a lot of people don't understand this. A lot of people say, well, I'll post that one, they'll see it in the morning. No, they're not. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna see it. And that's because you didn't have high interaction within the first hour. So now Instagram has put you at the bottom. They're not going to put you at the top. So you want to make sure that whatever post that you're making, you're having high interaction within the first, or that you're posting when your people are the most active. That way you can have high engagement, and that way you can be put at the top of the timeline. Trust me, it works. So the last thing we're going to talk about is spending money. This goes back to everything that I have just said. Spending money, from your profile pic to your bio to your highlights to your content, everything. Spending money is a part of all of that. You might have to pay somebody to take a nice professional picture of you for your profile picture. That has to do with spending money. You might have to pay somebody to help you with your bio if you don't know what you're doing. That comes with spending money. You might have to pay somebody to help you with your highlights, or pay somebody to help you with your highlight covers. That comes with spending money. When it comes to content, you might have to pay somebody to take some professional content for you. That all comes with spending money. It's business. You have to spend money to make money in business. All right, you guys, so make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I hope my tips help you. I know this is a long video, girl, but I hope my tips help you. Make sure you check me out on Instagram. Make sure you check me out on Twitter. Make sure you check me out on Facebook. All that's going to be linked down below. And make sure you use these tips. And let me know how they work for you, too. All right. Love you.